video card goodness. That is what we have in front of us. I will be doing this for the Aspros Mod, and more so than that, I think there's about a billion guides out here to do this, but it is way more fun to be able to do it on camera. So I'm going to stop blabbing here, and we're just going to jump right in. Obviously, this is a 470. This is a very nice card by Asus. It looks awesome. I got a really good deal on it. It's actually used, and it was one of my folding friends. So he got sick of using it and then wanted to get rid of it, and it literally looks brand new. And it's sad that I'm going to be putting a water block on it, kind of, because it just looks so dang good this way it is. So we're just going to jump right into doing this, and I'm not going to review this stuff because I don't have to. So we're just going to start popping screws off. Obviously that's a water block. That's an awesome back plate that I have for it. This is my screwdriver set. And I have no idea what just happened to the camera. Hello. ¿Cómo estás? It just, wow, just didn't like me there for a second. Well, let's, hopefully it doesn't do that to me again. So, let's get our screwdriver out. I love this screwdriver set, not only because it has tons of bits with it, but because they're all magnetized, which normally would be a bad thing, but when you're working with tiny screws, it is awesome. So, we're going to take these dumb little screws off in the front, and you know what? I think I need to get a sharper bit here. Also a good reason to have one of these. And you cannot beat that. Now, sadly here, I don't have a ratchet tool to get rid of these DVI ports. So, what I'm going to have to do is improvise, which everybody should be able to do, by grabbing a needle nose. And if you grab it right, you should be able to loosen it just enough to take it off without scarring it up. So it's relatively easy. I wonder if this is more boring than watching me sleeve. I think it is. But it makes for a fun update. So then you guys actually get to see me work and how senile I really am when I do modding. Although this technically isn't modding. It's more just taking stuff apart. Putting a water block on, which many of you have done. But it's still always fun to listen to myself talk for about a half an hour. I hope this doesn't take a half an hour, but it's looking like it's getting there. Oh, good times. Oh, gotta be careful there. Now this piece right here I'm not going to put back on because it's going to the powder coaters. So, as you can see, we got that plate off. I'm really not liking the fact that that is yellow back there too. That kind of bums me out. But that's just me being picky. So, we are going to take these screws out so we can pop off the card. And there is a whole bunch of them. That's kind of why this screwdriver rocks. Normally I like to use a big one, but you can put your finger on the top of this, and you just take it off. Oop. Oop. And yeah, this is surely more boring than watching me sleeve. But we're getting there. But you guys didn't expect that. Told you I get senile when I'm sitting here, because this crap takes a while. I think that is it. I should be able to pop this off, but I think I'm going to have to do it in pieces. Let's see if I can get this shroud off here. This is a latch. Oh. Aha! Now I think I got all the screws off. I'm just double checking here before I try to just spin it off. But it shouldn't be too hard. Just likes to really be stuck on there. Which I suppose is a good thing, because if it wasn't really stuck on there, we'd have a problem. Wondering what I'm doing right now. I'm just twisting it slightly. To get it to release the goo. And the card on the bottom here. Because all those heat sinks and everything are just holding it into place. I'm not missing a... Oh, wow. I had this on video, too. So now everybody can see the bloopers of Lutro. See how easy that was to take it off? And I was sitting there just struggling away. That is yucky and ugly. Still a really good cooler. Makes me sad that it's not going to be used anymore. Supposedly mod that into something. So, it's definitely used. So we got dirt in here. And this is when we're going to grab a rubbing alcohol. That you guys are like, please keep talking in monotone. Now EK actually suggests that you don't do this, but use rubbing alcohol that is, but I disagree. Oh, here's my garbage can. Bloop. I see, just doing sweeping motions. Your Q-tip will actually fill up when you're going over it, so you need to twist the Q-tip as you go, because you won't actually pick up any of the thermal paste with a Q-tip that's already full of thermal paste. As you can see, it's coming off. Just twisting away, doing the twist. It's kind of boring and dumb. Mostly dumb. meant the joke, not me. And I'm gonna grab a clean one and go over it one more time. Then I'll use some alcohol on it to shine that puppy up. I'm gonna get off all these chunky doughs. Alright, so now some schmalcohol on there. Oh, pretty. So pretty. I'm just gonna go over these chips a little bit here too. Right around this dirt. It's caked in here. Nobody likes dirt in their card. Dust and all that garbage. There. I got a clean card. So, now the fun part. Okay, almost the fun part. I'm gonna put my thermal paste on here. It is Arctic Silver, and I have a very non-traditional way of spreading the thermal paste, and don't tell me I'm wrong because I've been doing it for years and I'm not gonna change. You guys like that? You guys are probably like, wow, he's pretty cranky. Normally I use a plastic sack on my finger. At least I used to a long time ago. But I just started doing it without. A, it's easier. B, it doesn't matter. And I washed my hands anyway, so there. Nice thin coat over that. Now I gotta get this off my fingers, because I don't want to get it on the block. So, we can get our awesome block off of here, in which we realize that I have no instructions, so, which is awesome. Nobody needs instructions. Don't need this anymore. There is our block. You guys are all probably screaming, no Lutro, you grab the one that's not the EN version, so it's gonna flake and plate, most likely. But that's okay, because it was the only one I could find. Probably have the last one on Earth right there that's still in a package. Which is funny. So, we got our thermal pads that we are going to cut up and put on the card where they're supposed to go. So, we're going to cover this up, and we're going to cover this up. That one doesn't get covered right there. We're going to cover this up. And I've ran out of thermal paste, or thermal pads. I want to cover all of that, so looks like I got some cutting to do here. Cutting, cutting, cutting. I had a scissors. Oh, there we go. Be awesome if they just cut these to size right away. Be pretty exciting, wouldn't it? So I took the backings off of them, and now I am placing it squarely ta-da! Squarely on the chips. And we're going to do this one down here. But I'm going to cut it also because I need every little extra bit that I can possibly squeeze out of here to get those extra chips. I don't know why I don't have enough. Darn you, EK. I think we've pretty much verified that this is considerably more tedious than sleeving. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-bum, ba-da-da. Hey, I guess I had extra pads over there I could have used. I don't know, if you ever want to reuse the thermal pads, I suppose you could. But we're going to try to use the new ones just because I like using new stuff. I can hear my cat in the background making a huge mess out of something. Guaranteed it's going to be an awesome job to clean it up later. Any of you guys that have a cat can totally sympathize. So my cat's been sleeping in the tub lately. We have 2 bathrooms, and he found that he can get into one of the tubs, and he loves it more than anything. This is probably one of his more favorite things to do. There is just a little bit of stuff in here. I'm going to try to cover this whole area with this one strip. If I can get it off, that would be awesome. There we go. I actually tore part of the pad off there. That wasn't really... This pad is funky. That pad was destroyed. It's alright. We'll make it work. Okay. I think we might end up having to take some thermal pad from this other card just to do a good job on here. Makes me sad that we did not have enough. But I feel okay about it. Because we have thermal pads right here that will work just fine. EK, take note. Put more of this crap in there. Jeez. Okay, almost there. Oh, need one more small piece here. Should be easy to get. Awesome. I think that covers everything we needed to do there. So, the fun part is we're going to put some screw backings in this one before we put it on here. Pour out our bag right here. Bum, 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 bum. You guys getting bored yet? Oh, little spacers, so cute. Okay. Let us do this. We'll put this bad boy on, should we? This does not have a backing, so we're just going to loop. That didn't work right there. Jeez. Sure, the block's cut out the way it needs to be. So, we are going to screw that in from the opposite side with these tiny little screws. Again, this is an awesome time to have a screwdriver that is magnetic. Gotta adjust it a little bit here. There we go. And last screw for this. Now we're going to put these little standoffs on here. I have a feeling that this isn't going to work the greatest, but we are sure going to give this a try. I have steady hands that do stuff like this. It's kind of like surgery. I gotta make it complicated. And I am a shaky person, as you guys have probably seen. So this was not meant for me. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Because the masses must be entertained. Or something like that. So we're gonna put this on there, huh? which is gonna go like this. I'm gonna have to look down on this thing pretty well. Nah, alright. To make matters more difficult here, I'm going to put on my back plate as well. As if it couldn't get any more difficult. Oh, actually, does this take up any of the holes I wanted here? It takes up a couple here. So I will have to put a screw in that one. Screw in that one. And screw in the rest of these. I'm pretty sure I have screws that will be perfect for this if I can find them. Okay, let me find them here. Yep, there is those, and here is those. Now the one thing I wish I could find is another package that I should have, but you know what? Very much looks like I don't have it right now, so, which is fine. Ba-dum. And the reason I'm using these is it's going to look a whole heck of a lot better if they're all of the same type when I put them in. And I think these are the same length that the card is here, so, and they're flat screws, so my card here is going to look flat. Now this is where it gets interesting. What I will end up having to do with these screws is actually, I think I have some right here. They're not going to look the same though, which is not a favorite thing of mine. Yeah, those aren't going to work. Bummer. These aren't even going to work either. Actually, I'm a liar. Let us try something here. I really like the look of this, but it might work just fine. I don't think I have enough of them. No. Nah. I don't think I have enough of them to do it anyway, so it was a fruitless effort. Nope. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do with these, I suppose you can buy some, but I'm going to do it this way because I like the look of it. Hopefully I'm not getting any of this on my card here. Put this down because I don't want to ruin it. Whoop. Okay. I'll just put these in here so you guys can get a good look at what I'm going at. I'm sure you guys can already understand the reasoning behind these. It's a flush screw. So it leaves the back plate on flush. Then it just looks awesome, and I just lost all the screws. There we go. Two more screws. We can call it a day. Oh. Well, that one's just being a pain in the butt, isn't it? That is when you grab another one. That was a pain in the butt. Alright, there we go. Roll this junk away. I got thermal paste on my desk, which is awesome because this desk is really porous. And I wonder how long my camera's been out of focus. We'll wait for it to get into focus. So you can see why I used those screws. The top part of this back plate is completely flush because the screws were flush, and I forgot one right there, so, but I won't make you guys sit here and go through it again. So this is what we end up with. An EK card that is ready to go in the Aspros mod. That front plate will be powder coated black or white. I think it's going to be white. And the fluid inside of here will be pastel white. So this system is getting on the way and it'll look great. If you guys have any questions about the video, you guys can cuss me out because it was so long and boring, or you can give me a compliment for doing a video for the Aspros mod and actually doing an update for once. In any case, I plan to do more, hopefully not videos because this was long and boring, but we might do more. Hopefully this helped somebody, you know, getting everything set up and learning how to do it. And it's really simple. Didn't really have any directions to do this, but if you just look at it and use your common sense and your noggin, you can figure it out. But thanks for joining. Please look forward to the Aspros mod because it is looking like it's going to be awesome. Alright guys, thanks.